Hi there, I'm Natasha. This is my channel, Always Be Crafting, and today is Monday. And on Mondays, I like to do something called Making Monday. Now, usually that is not sewing related, but today it is sewing related, but it's very, very specific. I've got something that I should have been working on earlier in the month. Today is April 28th. There's only like today and 2 more days left in the month of April. And I should have had this finished before the end of the month because it is for a group project. And I'm letting down my group. I do not like this feeling. But honestly, this month has been wacky. It has been just such a busy month. And I've dragged my feet on this because it's something I don't do very often. And that's foundation paper piecing, also known as FPP for short. So I am part of a large group. It's actually a very large group of about, I think there's like over 100 of us across the United States and Canada. I don't know that there's anyone from outside of that area in this group specifically, but I do know United States and Canada, there's over 100 of us quilters, and we're all in like little miniature groups. And we call them hives because it's a quilting bee. So it's this very large quilting bee. And then we're all in these little miniature hives. And there are 9 women. They all happen to be women in my hive. I know it's not all women in the entire large colony, for lack of a better word. And the 9 women in my hive, we each take a turn being sort of the queen bee. And therefore we dictate that month what the quilt should look like, and if we have expectations on block, what the quilt block should be, colors, etc. And it's not just just a standard quilting bee, it's a specific quilting bee. It's a craftivism quilting bee. So all of us in this large colony, again, is we've all come together because we all feel a little helpless, and we all needed a place where we could speak out against what's going on currently politically in that's why it's mostly United States, what's going on in our country, but again, also in Canada, because it affects what's happening in the United States affects a lot of people in Canada. It affects a lot of people, unfortunately, all over the world. And we're really tired. We're really frustrated. And we need a safe place to speak out against that, but also find ways to act as well, find ways to make a difference. And quilting has actually been that way for generations. That has been something people have been doing through arts and crafts for millennia, really. And that's maybe one of the reasons why authoritarian governments like to clamp down on the arts, because where there are arts, there are freedoms. So my quilting, my hive, this month's queen bee, she had chosen a block called Sing a Rainbow. Now that right there had my heart. Sing a Rainbow. I love the title. I'm a music maker, so already you got me with the word song. And rainbow, hello, I love a rainbow. And she chose that each rainbow was going to be in a different colorway. And she specifically chose each rainbow to be a different pride flag. So there's like the trans pride flag, the lesbian pride flag, the non-binary pride flag. Every single rainbow is a different pride flag. The one I got is the lesbian pride flag, which I love the colors. It's oranges and pinks. So happy with the colors. I'm thrilled. And the block itself, the rainbow, is very intricate, and I've been hesitating. I'm just going to reach behind me to get my paper. So the block itself is a 10 by 10 block, but of course my printer doesn't print 10 by 10. So it prints on 2 pieces of paper that I then have to put together. It is a free pattern, so you can look this up. The person who designed it is on on the internet as Quiet Play. It doesn't say, oh, here's the person's name, Christy Lee. Kristy is the first name, and Lea is the last name, Christy Lee. And the pattern company is A Quiet Play Pattern is the name of the company. And the pattern that we're doing is Sing a Rainbow. So it is a free pattern. So if you go look up Quiet Play, or if you look up Christy Lee, or if you look up Sing a Rainbow, you should be able to find it. And then you can purchase it. I use air quotes on purchase because, again, it is free, but you're going to want to go ahead and give them your email address so you can get it yourself. So put those 2 pieces of paper together. But do you see how many pieces there are for that half? So that block is 10 by 10. And then the other half of the rainbow, where's the other piece of paper? Did I lose one? Is around here somewhere. So it's 4 pieces of paper. You see 3 pieces of paper right there. I'm gonna have to find my other piece of paper, but it's mirrored to make the full rainbow. So the full rainbow is 10 by 20. So it's quite large, but just looking at this half, this one printout page, I see blocks A1 through A30. So there's 30 pieces of fabric to make that part of the rainbow. And it comes out adorable. I mean, absolutely adorable. But here you can kind of, is this a better representation? Here's the 2 center blocks. Here's the 2 centers. You can see better from the 2 centers what it looks like. And then those go out a bit more. Or I guess this one, is this the one that has the piece missing on the inside? Oh, I can't see right now. But anyways, you can see what the rainbow, you get a very good estimation of what the rainbow looks like. And it's really pretty. So how do I make it if my papers aren't even big enough? I have to transfer all of this information. I have 2 options. I have 10-inch paper piecing squares, which is perfect for FPP. And it's very lightweight paper. This is from Missouri Star. It's a very lightweight paper, so it's really easy to sew through. Or I can copy it onto freezer paper, which you don't sew through freezer paper. You just fold it back. So right now I'm going to look at the pattern again because I remember it's a 10 by 10 pattern. And I'm going to see if I can copy the pattern to the 10-inch paper piecing squares. If I can copy it here, or if it needs to be copied to a 10.5-inch square because it finishes at 10 inches. Like, that's what I don't remember right now. So if I can't use the 10-inch paper piecing squares because it's technically too small by 1/2 inch on either side, if that's too small, then I'm going to be using freezer paper. But either way, I have to start by copying what I printed out on my printer paper. I have to copy to either this or to freezer paper. So that's going to be my first step. And then I'll be moving my fabrics. Do you want to see my fabrics? So I was originally going to use scrap fabric because I've got so much scrap fabric, but my scrap fabric is not as well organized as I wanted it to be. Sorry, my hair is a little, I worked this morning. I taught outside. The weather is so glorious. And when I got to work this morning, the teachers were like, could we do music outside in the pavilion? And I was like, yes, 100% yes. And I was kind of hoping they would, because when the weather is this good, when it's not too hot and there's a light breeze, it is so fun to do music outside. So fun. When it gets like really hot, it's not fun. And when it's really cold, it's not fun. But when it's like this and it's just like perfect, glorious spring day, it's so good because we can really do like big activities with the kids. So good. Anyways, here's my fabrics. I was at the fabric store 2 weeks ago. I had gone to pick up my add a 1/4 inch ruler, which is like really good ruler for doing FPP. And I used that as a really good excuse to go to the quilting shop. And I found these fabrics in oranges and pinks. So I chose, because the way the rainbow is sort of gradated, the gradations, you know what I mean? when I was looking online at the lesbian flag, it was like a dark pink, a medium pink, a light pink, then a line of white, then a light orange, a medium orange, and then a dark orange, and then white and white at the top and bottom. So what I'm thinking is like, it'll be, let's see, I think this will be white, and this will be white, and this will be white, like white, white, white. I think this is my outside. And then this will be pink. This will be like dark pink, medium pink, light pink, a medium white, dark orange, medium orange, light orange, and then white in the middle. So I've got kind of these lines. I'll color it. Where's a good way to color? Let's see if I can get an orange pen right here. I can do, so I think my lines, here's my first one. Anyways, I picked up these fabrics because I just think they're so pretty. And this kind of helps me. I'm drawing out the lines where I think the colors will change. And this way I can have the 7 lines. And then I'll mix them around a little bit if I have to, but I think this one, yeah, there, okay. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 lines actually. So I'll probably mix, I don't know which one I'll mix. I don't think I want to make the white extra wide in the middle, but I'll figure out, I'll look and see if I need to mix more in the pink or more in the orange, which side, the inside or the outside. But I'll probably do like dark orange, medium orange, light orange, white, light pink into medium pink, and probably make the dark pink the thicker right here. This will be the dark pink. Yeah, no, that works. Yeah, that works perfect. So dark orange, medium orange, light orange, white, light pink, medium pink, dark pink. So this line, I guess, is the one right here. This is where I need to change that one. Thank goodness I was using my friction pen, because I can just erase it and make that line come right there. There you go. So now to there, dark pink. So then this is white. This is white all the way down to there for my rainbow. I think that'll work. So I'll look at the thing online, the picture online, to make sure the white comes all the way down to the edge. But then these are my colors, and I have 7 lines for my colors. And I think that's going to make the most sense. Ready to see the colors? Okay. Let's start with what I say was at the bottom, dark orange. I know it has like letters all over it, but look at that's my dark orange. Medium orange. My light orange. Ooh, see, it mixes in a little pink. Getting tricky, right? Then white. White's just plain. I think I'm just going to use that white, which is solid white. Though I do have a white on white. I don't have it right in front of me, but I know I have white on white if I feel like the middle line needs like pattern. But I definitely need to use the plain white for the outside and the center, because everyone else is using plain solid white for the outside of their block to make it as cohesive as possible, as per the request of the queen bee. Okay, so then light pink. See how it has a little bit of orange? I thought that would be kind of like a fun way to make, see, these are my light orange has a little pink, and my light pink has a little orange. See, fun, right? Then my medium pink might be my favorite fabric ever. I bought more of that than, only bought like a half yard of all the other ones, which is way more than I need. I only needed like a quarter yard of each, but I was like, no, I'm getting half yard of each because I love them so much. I'm going to do other things with them. But this, I bought like a whole yard. I might have even I may have purchased more like 2 yards because I loved it so much with the music notes. And then my dark pink. Right, so good. Such good colors. Ooh, so good. I love how look how they all look together. That's so beautiful. Oh, they're so beautiful. I was drooling over them in my shopping cart at the quilt store. Oh, I love them. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. And I thought you could just hang out with me. And yeah, I'll do that. Try to copy the pattern over. I don't know that we're going to do any sewing today. I just wanted to show you my fabrics, but we are going to try to copy the pattern onto the paper so then I can sew probably tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Bye.